Evening, everybody. We are back with another box opening, and today/tonight, depending on where you're at, we're going to be cracking open this Avatar: The Last Airbender box. Just got done opening a Modern Horizons 3 box. One here in the background, actually. Turned out to be a pretty good box. Let's hope that Avatar is the same. Doubtful. And I only say that because it's a standard box, and as most people know, standard boxes are apparently really hard to open. I'm going to pull this off camera, which I'm sure is a big no-no. But anyway, I know the big hits are Badgermole Cub and the bird, the Flash Bird, Librarian of Whooshing. I'm going to butcher it. Yeah, I'm not a huge Avatar person. My daughter actually is. She loves Avatar. But anyway, let's jump into this. As far as commons and uncommons, I'm not exactly sure value what it is, so maybe this will be a little bit longer one, and we will just kind of go through everything. It'll quench you. We are recording this in 2 days before Christmas. So, like I said, commons and uncommons. I know that the Lessons deck did really good at Worlds not that long ago. But I haven't played a whole lot of Standard. I play it a little bit on Arena. Energy Bending. We got Light Lotus Reinforcements. Zhong the Deserter. Oh, look at that. Isn't that... Let's just get started right out of the box with a Wang Shitong Librarian. Yeah. That's not a bad way to start this box, so we can only go downhill from there. Well, let's just open like a Badgermole Cub, and then we'll just call it probably about as good as this box can do. Like I said, I really don't know, outside of those two cards, hardly anything about Standard. We got a Waterbender, a Compassionate Healer, which I feel like that's a reprint? Maybe not. Origins of Metal Bending, Mongoose Lizard, Foggy Swamp Hunter, the Messenger Hawk, the Water Skin. I know this gets played a lot. I think that's a good, because it's like an untap every turn 3 mana rock. The Seeker, the Jailer, the Ascension is our rare, and our foil is the Water Bending Scroll. Serpent's Pass for the land, and a copy of a copy. Actually, just a copy of an artifact. That is an amazing hit right out of the box. We couldn't have done that any better if we tried. Forecasting Fortune, Sandbender's Storm, Earthbending Lesson, Cunning Maneuver, Sold Out, Aang's Journey, Wandering Musicians, Benevolent Spirit, Tundra Tank, Momo, Jet's Brainwashing, and our rare is the Observant Pursuit with a farm animals, and then just a basic and a land slot and an ally. Alright. This, my Modern Horizons boxes, I know what to talk about because Modern's kind of my format. So these, I don't know nearly as well. Not playing a whole lot of Standard. Troop, Horse, Cavalry, Corrupted Court Official. When this enters, target player discards a card. First time flyer. How to Start a Riot, Earth Village Ruffians, Epic Downfall. Ooh, Boomerang Basics. That one, I know, that's like a $2 or $3 uncommon. Bitterwork, Team Avatar, and Soka Bold Boomeranger. When it enters, discard 2 cards and then draw that many. Whenever you cast an artifact or lesson, put a 1/1 counter on Soka. Foil Geyser Leaper, Foggy Bottom Swamp, and an ally token. So yes, Boomerang Basics. Good uncommon. I know that first counter spell that we open gets played in Lessons too, but as far as value, I'm sure there's not much there. Lost Days. Water Tribe Captain. Badger Mole. Now, if only we could find the little one, we would be in business. Yu-Yan Archers. Domly Introduction. Circle of Renewal. There's another Water Skin. Untap this artifact during each player's untap. Add 1 mana of any color. Water Balloon. Would be a good, like, control mana rock. Master. White Lotus Hideout. And you, the Water Spirit. And the Parrot for the foil. Meditation Pools for our land and an ally. I think there's also... Is there a land in this set that's a little bit... I'm not sure. My favorite commander is Sisay. But I play Sisay Shrines, like the 3 mana Find Enchantment Shrines. Or Find Legendary, sorry. That's kind of probably my favorite commander deck that I have. So I already bought the shrines from my personal collection. Remember, everything that I open on this stream goes up for sale for the most part. Even the bird, the Wang Chi Tong. June. Heru, the Oasis. I already bought that one. If there are any foil ones, I'll probably end up keeping those. Earthen Ally. And then Flexible Waterbender. Ooh, the Foil Swamp. I don't know. That might be worth $1 or so. And then the Ally. Yeah, if I open any foil shrines, they'll probably go in my commander. Flexible Waterbender. Compassionate Healer. Metal Bending. Lizard. Foggy Swamp Hunters. Parrot. Battle Fan. Let's see if I can get my ugly finger out of there. Invasion Tactics. Hum the Bloodbender. Oh, something. And South Pole Voyager is our rare foil. Oh, the 4 mana Aang Flying Firebending 2. Whenever you Waterbend, Earthbend, Firebend, or Airbend, draw a card. If you've done all 4 of them this turn, transform Aang into Aang, Master of Elements. Flying. Spells you cast Wooburg less. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can transform Aang. If you do, you gain 4 life, draw 4 cards, put 4 1/1 counters on him, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. I love 4-color commanders, and I guess we can maybe explore that. I do want to get some content going on this channel for actual gameplay, so commander's probably the easiest way to do it. Sold Out. Parrot. Healer. Earthbending Lesson. Lizard. Aang's Journey. Otter Penguin. We're running out of normal stuff. We're just going to start slamming together creature types. Boomy. And rare? Nope. Lu and Lee. Twin Tutor. Oh, do we actually tutor? When it enters, search your library for a lesson or noble, reveal it, put it in your hand. Noble creatures you control and lesson spells have lifelink. And then Earth King. Enters, create a 4/4 green bear token. I'm pretty sure this is good and limited. And then whenever 1 or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for that many basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped. And then Sokka, Lateral Strategist. English is hard for me most days. Whenever him or at least 1 other creature attacks, draw a card. Oh, we forgot to pull out our rare. We'll throw the Earth King over there, and we'll roll on. Like I said, Badger Mole Cub, I know, is good. Boomerang Basics, and Wang Chi Tong. That's literally the only thing I know from this set. Horse. Cavalry. No official. First time flyer. Lessons. Aang's Journey. This one also, I'm pretty sure, sees some play in Standard. especially in the lessons deck, but obviously because it's a lesson. But you may discard a card if you do draw 2. That probably just is a good value card. There's the Green Plaza, or the Green Shrine. Untapper. Tiger. Ooh, we got a Toph the First Metal Bender in textless, or not textless, sorry, full art, I'm guessing. Maybe something else. I don't know all the different ones anymore. Non-token artifacts you control are lands in addition to their other types at the beginning of your end step. Earthbend 2. That is a rare for the pack. We got a foil. And the win. I don't know if Toph the First Metal Bender is worth anything. We could take a 30-second timeout and look, but that probably makes for poor content. And I'm all about the business of probably making poor content, but not intentionally. So, next pack. We're gonna... Waterbending lesson. Yeah, I don't think that's in the lessons deck. It might be. And I don't even know. I feel like the lessons deck is a little changed. The one that was really good at the Worlds was the one with the monument where you can discard and deal some damage. I don't know if that's still the best one or not. We got Airbender's Reversal and then Katara Water Tribe's Hope. When she enters, create a 1/1 ally. Waterbend X. Creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX till end of turn. X can't be 0. Activate only during your turn. And Azula Always Lies, and a land, and a token card. The Octopus form. Glider Kids. Turtle Duck. Lightning Strike. I didn't realize Lightning Strike was back in the set. I guess I have. I played a little bit of Standard and got burned by it a couple times. What I have been playing, the little bit of Standard I have been playing, I've been playing Jeskai Control. Master Paku. Uncle Iroh. Cave of the Lovers. And then our mythic is Secret of Bloodbending. So an additional cost to cast a spell, you may waterbend 10. You control target opponent during their next combat phase. If this spell's additional cost was paid, you control that player during their next turn instead. And then exile. Oh, and then we've got the Blood Moon guy, or Zhao the Moon Slayer, however we want to look at it. Menace, non-basic lands enter tapped to put a conquest counter on Zhao. As long as it has a conquest counter, non-basic lands are mountains. And then our first time flyer and our Sun Blessed Peak with our ally token. Double rare there. Not bad. Peddlers. Waterbender. Path. Cyber-Tooth Moose Lion. And it is an elk cat. That tracks. Boomy Bash. I think is one of the better removal spells. Yeah. How to Start a Riot. Fan, Long Fang, General Secretist, My, Serpents of the Past, Secret Tunnel. Yeah, that was probably the rare I was talking about, and the last Ankai, and then a foil Earthbending. Land you control, and all basic land types still into turn, draw a card. And then the Forest, which I think is like I don't know, some type of like island kind of thing. It reminds me of WoW, a lot of the WoW expansion, Mist of Pandaria, that first turtle thing that you're on. Could be wrong. Like I said, not a big airbender guy. Let's go through these commons pretty quick. So we're only 14 minutes in. That's not terrible. Okay. So choose one, deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, or deals 4 damage to target creature. Accumulated Wisdom, that's a decent uncommon. I think that's maybe $1 or so. Simic Sense, Heartless Act, that is definitely a reprint. And we got Avatar's Wrath. Is this obviously a Wrath? Choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures. Exile them. That's how airbending works. Exile them. While each one is exiled, the owner may cast it for 2 rather than mana cost. Until your next step, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand. Oh, that is not a Wrath. Well, it kind of is. And then it stops them from casting stuff. Bitter Works, so it's like a Silence and a Wrath. I wouldn't even call it a Wrath, because it doesn't actually... when I think of Wrath, I think it destroys them. So this kind of airbends them away where they have to spend 2 to recast it, I guess. So. Anyway, form, animal, audience, Borcupine, Crawler, Otter Penguin, Kashi Warriors, the Boulder Ready to Rumble, Tau, Mateo, Spirit Guider, Ty Lee. We got, there's the Uncommon Ang and our Phalong's Bounty Hunters. Whenever non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power. So you turn a land into a creature that it's really weird that when it dies or is exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped. And then we got another one of the agents in a foil full art. That could be a different art. I don't, like I said, I've been playing this game for a very long time and I can't keep up with the special guest full art borderless textless. I don't think they do textless cards anymore, mainly because they put a paragraph of text on every card. Pillar Launch, Cadets, Trap, Koi, Yip, Foggy, Fan, Bear, Reinforcements, Twin Blades, True Century. This is the Wrath. They have the Black Sun. Each creature with mana value X or less loses all abilities till end of turn, and then destroy those creatures. And then Deadly Precision, Island, and then we got an ally. I opened that Wrath in my pre-release and proceeded to lose my pre-release because I'm not very good at Limited. Also, I don't play enough Limited to get good at Limited, and because I'm not a huge fan of Limited. Crashing Waves. Combustion Technique. Deals 2 damage plus the number of lessened cards in your graveyard to target creature. I think maybe this is one that was played at Worlds. Rallier. There's the agents again, and there's Realm of Caw. This enters tapped unless you control a basic. Tap for black. Black 3, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token with this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. And then a foil rare. You, the Moon Spirit, flying in vigilance for a 3/3 for 4. Waterbend 5, you can cast on creature spells from your hand without paying your mana cost. Oh, cast A. Yeah. Oh, shitty. So it's like a 1 cast Omniscience for Waterbend 5? I don't think that's quite where you want to be. Also, opening these packs apparently are hard. Alright, first time flyers, let's jump through. Oh, we got a, special gifts card. I don't know what they call it. Eldamri's Call, which is Lifelong Friendship, which is green-white, tutor for a creature, put it into your hand. We got Zhao, Fire Nation Attacks, Snaring Roots, which is the Blessin' Rampant Growth. I think it's Rampant Growth, yeah. Meteor Sword, and our rare is Fire Lord Zuko. Firebend X, where X is his power whenever you cast a spell from exile, and whenever a permanent you control enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And then, is this a foil rare? No, it's foil uncommon. Wait, is that a rare? No, it's uncommon. Boomy, King of 3 Trials, Foil Forest, and another ally. I wonder if the Eldamri's Call is worth anything. I don't know the last time it was reprinted. Was it reprinted in a master set? It very well could have been. Combustion Man. Grand. That one I think is $1 or so uncommon. We got Guru Pithkit, We got Appa, and we got Soka, Tenacious Tactician, Jeskai, Menace Prowess. Other allies you have Menace and Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 ally. So that's kind of like our, what am I looking for here? Well, I mean just token generator for Jeskai. Allies have Menace and Prowess. Yeah. Commons. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Trusty Boomerang. Glider Staff. Water Spirit. I'm putting those in the wrong pile. This is why we can't have nice things, because I can't keep my head on straight. Water Spirit Revival. Additional cost, you can waterbend 6, draw 2 cards. If the spell's additional cost was paid, instead shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw 7 cards. You have no maximum hand size for this game. Exile this card. And another rare, the Foggy Swamp Visions. Kind of the same thing. Exile X cards. This was the one I got at pre-release, and I do not understand why this is good. So it's black 1. An additional cost to cast is you water bend X. So you can tap artifacts, creatures, help pay for the water bend. Exile X target creatures from graveyards. For each creature exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice it. So it doesn't have any haste. So you can't attack with those creatures. I'm guessing it must just be for good enter the battlefields? I guess? North Pole ally. So, yeah. Anybody in the comments want to be like, nope, this is why. And it probably has something to do with standard that I don't quite understand. A lot of times when I open packs like this, I look at them through the eyes of a modern player, and they confuse me. Buzzard Wasp Colony. Sun Warriors. Disdained Confrontation. Sparring Dummy. And our rare is Iroh Tea Master. Enters create a food. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you have target opponent gain control of target permanent you control. When you do, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on a token for each permanent you own. Target you own that your opponent controls. Twin Blades and Misty Palms Oasis. Got our commons. Let's move into our uncommons. We got Azua on the Hunt. Firebending 2. Whenever it attacks, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. We got the Southern Air Temple. We got the Rockalanch. We got Soka the Strategist. Lateral Strategist. And our rare is Zuko Conflicted. I do know he starts out as a bad guy and then turns into a good guy. I don't know. No, the Avatar has to learn all the different bending techniques, and somehow the bad guy at the beginning, Zuko, somehow helps him later learn firebending. Fire Navy Trebuchet. The Flying Dragonfly Swarm. Toph. Blind Bandit, sorry. And then our rare is the Machinist, Aerial Arson. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue. Till the end of turn, target creature token you control becomes a 3/1 construct, artifact creature with flying. And then Toph, the First Metal Bender. I feel like maybe she has a little bit of value. Once again, don't really know this set. But anything that will make content and hopefully I can turn around and sell. We'll see if I can get to how much ever I spent on this box. I'd have to go back and look to see what I'm in this box for. I don't remember. I did buy it on Black Friday from TCG Player, so hopefully I got a little bit of money back. Herbalist. Exile Prince. Soka's Haiku. Yeah. English hard. This is a counterspell for 5. Draw a card, mill 3, untap target land. And then Boomy Unleashed for our rare. And then this ever-elusive Badger Mole that I don't know why they put another one in there. It's to mess with people. Everybody's like, Badger Mole. And then they're like, nope, it's a cub, not a... Or that's just a normal one, not a cub. Which is what you're wanting. Earth Kingdom General. Shy by Spirit of Balance. Honest Work. Ruinous Waterbending. And a rare. Oh, the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. Add 1 mana of any color, or tap for colorless. The 1 mana of any color, spend this only to cast allies or activate ally resource. Activate the ability of an ally source. And 5, create an ally token. And Appa, Kashi Village, and another ally. Crew token. Oh, I see another one of those special guests, something. Insurrection. Now, that might be worth a little something. I don't think Insurrection has a ton of reprints, but this is untap all creatures and gain control of them till end of turn. They gain haste. But it is 8 drop. Invasion Submersible. Zhao Ruthless Admiral. Gather the White Lotus. And a Zookeeper. Non-human creatures you control get 1/1 for each of its creature types to a maximum of 10. Is the maximum there for changelings? Each non-human creature you control gets for each of its creature types. That's pretty good. That's kind of like a Crater Hoof kind of big pumps. I don't think big pumps is the right way I'm supposed to put that, but that's what I meant. So if we figure that an Ixalan, not Ixalan, what's the one we're going back to? Yeah, everybody knows what I'm talking about. I just can't find the English right now. Lorwyn, would that not be really good for changelings? Northern Air Temple. Aang's Iceberg. Flash. Is this the Flash O-Ring? Exile up to one target. Exile up to one other target non-land permanent until it leaves. Waterbend 3. Sacrifice this. If you do, scry 3. Airbending Lesson, which is Sunblade. Oh, there's the Merit Lage token. Maybe that'll be something to look forward to. Maybe we'll open the Merit Lage land. That'd be sweet. Well, we got a couple packs left here. We got the Solstice Revelation. We got Leaves of the West Vine. There's another Accumulated Wisdom. Invasion Reinforcements. Another Secret Tunnel. Hopefully Secret Tunnel's worth something. We've opened 2 of them. And land and token. We got three shots at a Badger Mole Cub left. Commons. Uncommons. There's the Red Temple. The Cruel Administrator. The Villagers. And our land is the Fire Nation Palace. Add red. Target creature gains Firebending 4 till end of turn. And double rare, the Sandbender's Scavengers. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put 1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, you may exile it. If you do, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the creature's power to your graveyard to the battlefield. And then a Corrupted Official and an Engine Room and an ally. 2 packs. The Badger Mole Cub will be in the last one. We'll just get this. It'll probably have a bad rare in it. And then Badger Mole will be in the last one. That's what we're shooting for. Badger Mole Cub, not just Badger Mole. I probably jinxed myself there. Jet Freedom Fighter. Allies at last. This one. That one. Yep, see? Vigilance. You can look at the top of your library at any time. Cast allies from the top. Sacrifice them. Creatures you control get +5/+0 and indestructible till end of turn. foil lightning strike. And here we go. Badger Mole Cub in the last one. Get the 2 biggest hits out of the set in one box. Everybody goes home happy, especially the people that buy it off me. I will offer it to my play group first. I think somebody would probably want that card. Well, we didn't see it. Let's see if we're going to pull it. Earth Kingdom. Warriors. Fatal Fissure. Professionals. The Rise of Zozan. 5 mana, board wipe on Saga 1. Choose a card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 copies of this. Then exile it, return it to the battlefield. Oh, we did get the foil. Oh, that foil black one might have to end up in my Sisay deck. But Firelord Zozan has Menace Firebending 3. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may pay X. Then you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield under your control. Northern Air Temple. Well, no Badger Mole Cubs, but we did get a Wangshi something. I don't, like I've mentioned multiple times, I don't know the set. I think Secret Tunnels were something. Accumulated Knowledge. Insurrection might be. I think she's worth something. Most of these are probably not. I think Grand might be, but she's only uncommon. I know that there's a promo version of her that's worth something. We'll look up the call. I know I've already sold a day that I opened at pre-release. I don't think it's worth very much. There's another Secret Tunnel. Hopefully that one's worth. I know this one's not. We'll check on Toph. Boomerang Basics. But yeah, the Wang Shi Tong Librarian. We'll check that. Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out. Had a great time. You got to watch me butcher English pretty well. I guess we'll come back and we'll see what these rares are worth. And we'll go from there. Thank you. Have a good night.